What's up, guys? Roman over here, bringing you another random topic Tuesdays. This is week 3, and this is probably gonna be my most This is probably gonna be my longest week. This is gonna be my longest week for sure. And it's probably one of my favorite topics, and also I love to talk about it a lot. But anyway, this video was actually from where the clip of me getting the Unbelievable +2 along with the Ultra, which is my last video I just released. And this is the full length of it. I think I go pretty good, something like I go 52 and 11, which is a pretty good score. I was actually on an unstacked side, and I was using the TPG-1 and the TPG-1 Pro and the G36E Valkyrie. Now this is a very, very overpowered setup for me, and it's basically unfair. But I do primarily use the TPG-1 most of this match. But anyways, thank you guys for all the support. I'm really enjoying this. And the topic for this week is respect, and this is not just respect. This is respect in both combat arms and in real life. Respect has been so, I guess you could say, just changed. I've looked through past generations, and respect has been lowered drastically throughout this past few generations. I grew up in a very respectful household, and so I've learned to respect my elders, respect someone of a higher authority of you. For example, you deserved, for me, in my own opinion, you deserve to respect teachers, and a lot of students, especially nowadays, especially in my generation, don't do that, and it kind of pains me on their part, because they deserve respect, and instead you're just showing blatant disrespect. You're undermining them, you're doing a bunch of stuff against them, and it's just not cool. And this generation is very bad about this. They don't realize how good they have it, and they take advantage of it so bad that if they live anything like how probably their parents, or even their parents, your parents of your parents, or the grandparents, if you lived how they lived, then you would be so thankful. You would show them respect, because they've had to deal with things that you'll probably never have to do, most likely. And it's just this generation, we tend to not show respect to our elders, and I think it's wrong. People have been grow up differently, so I guess it's okay. Sometimes showing disrespect in other people's eyes is actually showing respect in your eyes, in other people's eyes. So, but if you see people like disrespecting their authority, like if you're making fun of a teacher, doing anything like that, basically bullying them as well, then I think you're basically just scum. I think you're a brat. I think you're spoiled. I think you're a bunch of things, and frankly, I think it's just terrible. And also, in regards to the combat arms note, you also deserve to show this type of respect. Now, this is the internet, and this is an online game, so for this to happen, it's probably not going to happen even close to the amount it should in real life. But in my opinion, I think you should respect someone of a higher rank than you, and especially age. For example, I showed tremendous respect to Grateful Dead. If you don't know, Grateful Dead used to be the #1 player of the game. He had the most experience. He's been playing since beta, and he was the first person to reach the star rank of every single. He was basically the first one to reach the rank he's at. He was the first. He was the very first 5-star general. Until a bunch of these guys started coming at, like TT Digital, Rico Snake. I don't know who #2 is. It might actually be Rico Snake. I don't know for sure. But anyway, I think just because of how long he's been around and his position as a 5-star general, I think you deserve to show him some type of respect. Now, in general, you don't. My ideology is that you don't have to respect the person for who they are, but for what they do. For example, I knew someone who was a military veteran, but he was not the best of people. He was not a good person in heart. I respected him for what he did for our country. I respected him for being a soldier, but I did not respect him for him as a person. Now, so I think everyone deserves a type of respect, but also you need to earn respect in order to give it. No, sorry, you need to give respect in order to obtain respect as well. So you can't just go around thinking you're gonna get respected if you don't do the same. Now, people in this generation, we don't tend to think like that. Many of us don't tend to think like that. Only a certain handful of people. Now, I know when to be respectful. Um, Probably, if you've seen in my other videos, I haven't really been much respectful to other players, and that happens. But for example, Cali Kush, the guy who raged at me, I respect him for his position, how long he's been playing the game. I do not respect him as a person because for you, as you know, he's a rage kicking feckett. Just kidding. But that's what I'm talking about. That's how you need to show respect. Not how I did and called him a faggot. That's not right. But I think you should be able to respect everyone. Especially in kids nowadays, kids in general are not respectful. And if you mix that with combat arms, online gaming, internet, it's not going to go well at all. For example, I hear 12-year-olds call people in their 40s hacker or disrespect them, call them names, and frankly, you deserve to be kicked. But for me, you should always try to show a slight amount of respect because in turn they'll respect you. An example was that I was called hacker once by a middle-aged man. Don't know exactly. He sounded middle-aged, and basically I showed him respect. Told him I didn't hack. I told him I've been playing for almost 3.5 years. Actually, more than 3.5 years, and I play competitively. And actually said I don't mean any disrespect, and I just want to say I do disagree with your claim of me hacking, and I told him all that stuff. Now he respected me as well because I in turn showed him respect. So that's kind of how the world goes in general. So for all you kids out there who's watching this video, if you're even watching this video, please show respect, especially to your parents. I mean, they brought you into this world. I mean, unless you hate yourself, and if that's the case, I don't really know what to say. But if you love who you are, then you should at least show some respect to your parents for giving you a life. They've brought you into this world, and I think you deserve to show respect to them, along with your elders. Especially if you're going to be in a working environment, you need to respect your elders. Seniority, position, all that stuff. Plus, it'll look good to other people if you respect them, because who knows? Maybe they can like your character and they might give you a raise. Who knows? And also, be respectful to everyone. I mean, everyone for sure everyone that is above of you in any way, either age or position or anything like that. Try to show little kids respect as well, because if you do that, then they'll learn how they can learn what it feels like to be respected, and they want to obtain that even more, and they'll eventually figure out, hopefully, that in order to obtain more of that respect, they have to give it right back. Alright guys, it's coming up to the end of this video, so what are your opinions on respect? I'm pretty sure most of you would agree and say that people should respect, but people are grown up differently. So what are your opinions on this? I'd love to hear it. If you guys have any more topics, please don't hesitate to leave me a comment, and as always, have a nice day. This was a 52-11 on Kill Creek using the TPG-1 Pro and the G36E. I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I'll see you next week.